Peace and blessings, family. It is kickoff time. Remember, the way to start out today is what paves the way. Happy Kwanzaa, Ujamaa Group economics. So let's talk about it. Within our communities, our people perish for the lack of knowledge. We need financial literacy within our communities. We need to have a better understanding in regards to how we can accumulate wealth. We need a better understanding about what investment is. An investment is that which you get a return from. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy furniture. I'm not saying that you shouldn't buy a vehicle. What I'm telling you is you need to have the knowledge of what an investment is. Okay? If you purchase furniture, you are going to use that furniture. The only way furniture can be an investment is if you're buying furniture to sell it, because you're going to get a return from it. It's important for us to get our credit together. Why? Simple fact that our car insurance rates will go down. We can be able to have access to the monies that we need in order for us to gain wealth, i.e. business loans. If you're having issues with a bank and it's a European-owned bank, then you should consider banking with melanated people. I myself personally, I bank with One United, okay? However, One United is also going to present that to you as well, getting your credit straight. Bottom line is, your credit pretty much speaks for you. Whether or not you're a person that's going to pay what you said you were going to pay, all right? So it's important for you to have good credit for that reason. Are you a creditable person? So look at credit as being that. It speaks for your character, okay? So in other words, can we trust you if we give you this to do what you said that you are going to do, because you do sign documentation, which is a contract, which is a binding agreement, you saying that I am going to pay you this amount. So it's very important for you to understand, that your credit will give you access to cash. You turn credit to cash, as our brother Jay Morrison so eloquently has stated and so accurately has taught us in regards to economics, as well as Dr. Claude Anderson, as well as Dr. Boyce Watkins, as well as El Haj Malik El Shabazz, better known as Malcolm X, as well as Elisha Muhammad, as well as Marcus Garvey, as well as Maya Angelou. And Dr. Francis Welsinger has spoken about, if you have heard any of these queens speak when our ancestors were alive, you will hear them also talk about economics. A house divided against itself can't stand. It is imperative that we learn that we must be supporters of one another. We always complaining about what these other ethnicities have, but they're working to get it. Why don't you hear a lot from the Asians? I'm speaking about, the Koreans, the Chinese, the Japanese. Why don't you hear them complaining like our people complains? You know why? They spend more time talking about what they can do and how they're going to do it, rather than sitting there whining and complaining about what's not being done. They're making it happen. I understand that we have a fight against us, but I'm a firm believer that we have examples that has went on before us. Those examples are Tulsa, Oklahoma, Black Wall Street, Rosewood in Rosewood, Florida. Also over in the motherland, the Ashanti tribes, they have royalty, they have a kingdom, they have a king, they're wealthy people. So I'm just using them as examples that, it's possible. I'm not saying that every tribe has unity over there. There is tribalism. However, that can be resolved. It can be resolved by a decision. It can be resolved by a decision to cease the wars, declare peace, come together as one, coexist with each other, okay, and make harmony and peace amongst one another, and come together and have the meeting of the minds and strategize and come up with a plan that can build economics within our community. We do need each other. If we say we don't need each other, then, you know, we're fooling ourselves. I always like to use this example, okay? You try to run a business without a consumer, okay? You get a product and you shelf it and don't have any consumers, and watch where your business goes. It will go nowhere. If you're an author and you write books and there isn't any readers, then your business isn't going to go anywhere. If you are a speaker and you don't have any listeners, then your business isn't going to go anywhere. So with that being said, we do need each other. And that's the bottom line. None of us learn how to talk on our own. None of us learn how to read and write on our own. All right? We received our education from somebody who had information that we didn't know. And what I'm saying is, some of our brothers and sisters have information that we ourselves personally are not savvy to. And so they can share this information with us that will bring transformation, positive transformation at that, in our lives. So it is important to be helpers unto one another. We have to assist. If something is too heavy for me, guess what? I need help to pick it up. Why? It's too heavy for me. So a lot of our brothers and sisters are burdened by economics. And those of us who are free, who have the knowledge, who have the wisdom, who have the understanding, and those of us who have the monies, we should go help our brother and sister. Those of our brothers and sisters who are lost, we need to go help him or her find themselves. We need to help set each other free. We need money to run a community. Bottom line, you have to have money to run a hospital. You have to pay for the lights and the waters. You have to pay for the products, all right? You have to pay for the uniforms. You have to pay for the medication. So, you know, nothing, no business can be ran without capital. That is impossible. Even when it comes to a charity, there's somebody that's funding that charity. Money is coming from somewhere. So it has to be funded. In order for us to have our own fire department, or, you know, in order for us to have our own policemen within our community, guess what? They have to get paid for the work they're doing. They have to feed their families. So we say we want these things, but do we really understand that it takes money to have these things? That's the question. A lot of us too, we get on our brothers and sisters about charging. Of course they have to charge you. They have a facility they're running, you know, their business out of. They have employees that they have to pay. So when they're charging you a certain dollar amount for that product, it's to keep their business running, to pay their employees. And even if they're an entrepreneur without any physical people to work for them, any employees, okay, they still have to eat. They still have bills they need to pay, all right? They may have a mortgage, or, you know, they have car insurance, you know what I'm saying? Even if their vehicle paid off, you still got car insurance, you know what I'm saying? Even millionaires still have, you know, they still have to pay bills. They just don't have a problem with paying the bills because they have the money to pay on it. But they still have bills that they need to pay. You must understand that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're rich doesn't negate, you know, doesn't not negate, but rather but eliminate you from paying bills. You still have that to pay. You still got to put gas in your vehicle. You still got to have food to eat and clothes to wear, and you still need a place to live. So it doesn't matter. You just have money to take care of those things. If you're wealthy without any worry about, you know, not having enough. That's where you pretty much stand at when you're rich. Money just isn't the issue, but it doesn't eliminate you from issues. But nevertheless, though, to get back on the subject matter at hand, you know, we want to ensure that we are helping each other. You know, we have to go fund each other. You know, how can our brothers and sisters businesses stay open if we're not circulating the dollars? And we're so quick to go fund another ethnicity, you know, pockets and businesses. But we do have some brothers, sisters out here that have good, solid products, that has good customer service, that has well-kept facilities and excellent groundkeeping. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not just talking. I've seen it with my own eyes, you know? So we have to get out here and support each other. Go to We Buy Black, all right? You could go online. Go on there. You know, find somebody, a brother, sister, who you could be of some service to. An exchange of energy, man. You know what I'm saying? This is love, all right? When you're purchasing something, you need to see it as love, sharing love, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're sharing love. Thank you so much for listening to this program. Monday through Friday, I do food for thought programs, Facebook Live, 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also, I do Instagram snippets. And you can find my Instagram at tribal_unity_organization. Thank you so much. Hopefully you share this. Remember, sharing is caring. And remember, this platform is about your spiritual, your physical, and your financial well-being. And we believe that it's not about fame, it's about change.